80s.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright, you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's, where are we at? November 1982.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Pour yourself a little beer?
Just poured it, cleared on that.
Good head. Good head.
Like kid and play.
Right, how do we start the podcast?
You say you're alright, I'll say, yeah, I'm alright. You're alright, you say, yeah, I'm alright. And then you do a little shout out for Urban Inc.
Oh, right, and you say something offensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so official sponsors of the Acceptable in the 80s podcast is Urban Inc. If you want a tattoo, or ink as the kids call it, head over to Urban Inc's website and go to one. They've got 4 stores. They've got one in, they're not stores, are they? They're called parlours, aren't they?
I don't know what you call it. See, it was just called tattoos when I was having them.
Tattoo parlour.
Yeah.
Tattoo shop.
What other parlours are there? Ray?
Yeah. Is a knocking shop like a parlour?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
What would that be? Flange parlour.
Yeah. Knocking shop's a good word.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's quite 80s. Or is that 70s?
No, it's Cynthia Payne had knocking shops, didn't she? That's a 70s thing, isn't it?
I always thought Cynthia Payne was 80s.
I think it might have all come out in the 80s. It was all going on in the 70s, though, wasn't it? All
Yeah.
Frank Boff with electrodes on his nipples.
Was that... Have you just made that up?
Yeah. He was at it, though.
Oh, he was at it.
He was at it, though. He was Frank Boff, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
He was all over
Absolutely. Why don't you get Frank Boff tattooed on your body and head to Urban Inc. You can go to Southend.
That's why Frank Boff is rhyming slang for wanked off.
Is it?
Yeah.
I had you on last night. Yeah, I got Frank Boffed. Well, they got Brentwood. They've got a store in Southend. They've got one in... Where's the new one?
Milton Keynes.
No, they haven't. They've got one in...
Chelmsford. Is it?
No. Where are they? Romford, Southend. Well, the new one's Hornchurch, isn't it?
Brentwood.
Hornchurch.
Hornchurch.
Yeah. There you go. Just go to the website. Just Google Urban Ink Tattooists, and then basically, for some reason, Billy's been sponsoring this podcast. Needless to say, we don't get approached by that many people that want to have anything to do with this.
But that said, if you've got a drinks brand, with a light-hearted approach.
Yeah. I don't imagine... There might be some kind of like craft beer places that are taking
Come on, you
chances.
beardy cunt. Sponsor our podcast.
Well, probably not going to happen now.
They're too busy out interfering with kids. But they don't They're not anymore, though, are they, blokes with beards? They're not interfering with kids. They're just making craft beer and trimming their moustaches.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a beard. I don't interfere with kids. If you want to save yourself some money...
The podcast with someone with a beard that doesn't interfere with kids.
If you want to... If you want to get some ink, and I recommend you do, and we're not just saying this because they're the sponsors, their artists are incredible, head over to the website and give them a ring or walk through the doors of one of the 4 shops, and to save yourself a nice percentage off of a tattoo, when you walk in, the first person you see, just shout the words...
Fanny rat.
Just shout the words...
Fanny rat.
And save yourself a nice percentage on your tattoo.
Or you could just say lad baby.
Lad baby, or what was the first one, sorry?
Fanny rat.
There you go. Fanny rat. Save yourself some money at Urban Inc. Proud sponsors. Begrudgingly sponsors of the Acceptable in the 80s podcast. Right. Okay, November 1982. I've got music at the top of my list, but we don't start with music, do we? It's always bloody telly, isn't it?
No, it's films, you cunt.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's films. I went on MovieWeb and saw the films that were actually released that month. You go on Movie Phone and tell us a load of films that weren't released that month.
Oh, I bet you went on Movie Phone because there's fuck all out this month.
No, it's good stuff on MovieWeb.
Right, I know, right. I've looked at this list, right, and I know that you've got a little semi about one.
I've waited ages for this.
Creepshow?
Oh.
You loved that, didn't you?
Oh, fucking still do.
I've never seen it.
You cunt. You've never seen Creepshow.
No.
You've never seen Creepshow.
No.
Yeah, but that's one of them things that I probably went on about that so much that I'll put you off it, like you with REM and everyone you know.
I wish you would stop talking about me playing you REM on every episode.
Do I?
Yes,
I didn't mention that last month.
You did.
Did I?
Yeah, you went on about how the fact that you don't like certain bands because I used to play them to death in your car.
No, this is it. Right, so pull up outside your house in the Ford Escort estate.
Yeah. My one or your one?
Huh?
My one or your one?
No, my one, because you
Right.
never drove anywhere. I drove you around, you drunk. Right?
I drove you to fucking Club Art.
Yeah, you did that night. 80 quid in petrol money. So I'll pull up outside your house. You come out. You're wearing a pair of shorts and a white vest.
Yeah.
You come. You get in my car. You pull a tape out and you've made a new tape. My heart sinks with dismay because you're that fucking DJ who's never off duty.
Oh, such a cunt.
And it's always got REM on, but you can never listen to the whole song. You listen to 30 seconds of it and you're fast forwarding on to the next one because you've got a short attention span.
What an insufferable cunt.
Yeah, welcome to my 90s.
Let's talk about Creepshow.
Yeah. It's fantastic Creepshow, as I'm sure a lot of listeners will attest. It's like one of them horror anthology films. So you've got like 5 stories held together with a kind of flimsy central premise, which is like there's this Creepshow cartoon, comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it kind of, as the pages turn on the comic, it goes to all the different stories in it.
Who's in it?
Nielsen, Leslie, not Dennis.
Right.
Danson.
Ted Danson. 3 Cheers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, would Cheers have been kicking off then?
Maybe.
Maybe nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like loads of other people. Like Hal Holbrook, is he one who was in it? I don't know, but like loads of kind of 80s actors that you'd know from other kind of quirky things. And for me, the best one...
Can I just say, this is the November episode and there's fireworks going off, even though we're actually recording this in October.
Oh, yeah. Shh, pretend we're recording it on fireworks. It ain't going to be out before fireworks night, is it?
So is that what you got to say about Creepshow?
No, I was talking about it and then fucking Diwali interrupted us, the cunt. No, it's just five little fucking, self-contained horror stories. Yeah, it's great. Leslie Nielsen is like he's like a video producer, right? Danson's bullying his wife,
Right.
right? And he finds out about it, and
I've not heard the word bullying. We love that, didn't we?
yeah, it's good, isn't it? So he buries her on this deserted bit of beach that he owns because he's fucking minted.
Yeah.
And he makes Danson at gunpoint go and get in this hole he'd buried further up the beach, and he sets up this fucking TV and stuff on the beach. So Danson, he's watching her as the tide comes in, and like washing over and stuff. And then obviously the tide comes in and gets Danson as well. It's fucked up. And then I don't want to plot spoil it for people that ain't see it. Go and watch Creepshow. But yeah, Danson and the other bird come back from the dead and they're all draped in seaweed to get Leslie Nielsen's character.
I always remember seeing like the video of it and thinking, God, that looks well good.
It's brilliant, and everyone who's a cunt gets their just desserts.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Stephen King's in it as well.
Does he get his just deserves?
Yeah, he does. He don't really deserve. He's like a dimwit yokel who touches this fucking meteor and then like starts to grow a bit of grass on his finger, and then like that thing like pick your nose, itch your nutsack, and then it just fucking ends up everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you could have something that grew out your finger and then it grew out your nose and it grew out your bollocks, what would you go for?
Pubes.
Good shot. don't know why you fucking asked that. Oh dear. Piranha 2 come out.
No, it didn't, but carry on.
Oh, it did. It did.
That come out some other time, but carry on. What you got about Piranha 2?
Nothing. I ain't never seen it.
No, have you seen the original Piranha?
Yeah. Like, but what my point was, like, piranhas were up there with quicksand, weren't they?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you was going to die by quicksand, or you could get eaten by piranhas or a shark.
Yeah.
Like,
A very real and present danger in the 80s.
yeah. I think it took me till I was probably 14 to realise that you probably couldn't get eaten by piranhas off the coast of the UK.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to verify that, just in case.
Right. So if you could get eaten like Robert Shaw in Jaws, right, where you're just slipping in, right,
Yeah.
and like Roy, like fucking help, and like, and I'm just watching you get eaten, but from the feet up,
Yeah.
like, and it's managed to get your feet in its mouth as well. Its jaw's wide enough that it can get your feet
Big
in.
old unit, isn't it?
Like, yeah. Would you rather go like that, being eaten from the legs up, or would you rather fall in like a pond of piranha and just have, and then have just fucking hundreds of them all just fucking eating your eyeballs?
That's like saying...
But they start with your cock.
That's like saying, would you rather get headbutted by Mick Harford or like continually elbowed by Dennis Wise? 100 Dennis Wises. It'd be worse getting your cock chewed off, wouldn't it? By
Yeah, you nearly get out.
piranhas.
You nearly get out, but then like
They pull you back in by your cock.
your cock.
Why's your cock out? It's just come loose. Your lining's perished in your swimming shorts, and one of them's got up there.
They've ate your shorts.
So what's the question? Would I rather get bitten in half by a
Eaten
shark?
from the feet up by a shark, or just devoured, starting with your cock, by a fucking swarm of piranhas?
Is there a chance I'm going to get out with a bit of me cock still intact?
No, that's gone. Like,
What, straight away?
oh yeah, straight away. There's fucking hundreds of them.
Yeah,
Like,
but I've
it's
got a
very
big old
small
unit.
cock. The thing is, you could end up getting back on the boat. Like, if I decide to put down my pot noodle, I'll pull you out. But like, obviously, as I pull you out, like your legs ain't there, but your
Yeah.
cock's still there and your bollocks. And
But
like,
it's bitten me legs off. Me cock and bollocks are still intact.
yeah. So like
That one. I thought you meant it bit me like up to me belly button.
No. Just right below your bollocks
Did it nip me nutsack?
once, but nothing too bad.
Did one of me pods fall out?
But it's a good story. Why you only got one bollock?
Sharks.
Sharks. Like, I mean, that was a fucking bit of gold, wasn't it? What was his name?
Paul Sykes.
Paul Sykes. So we spoke about Paul Sykes on here.
No, I don't think so.
Fucking hell, incredible.
It was on In Bed With Me Dinner, wasn't it?
Brilliant. He's got a book out, Paul Sykes, hasn't he? Like,
Oh.
he wrote a book.
I heard that, but I've never read it. Is it on Amazon?
Must be. Like, that's got to be. He was like a low-level professional boxer, wasn't he, I believe? But
He did a bit of door stuff and that as well, didn't he? He was just a general hard man, wasn't
he looked like an hard man, didn't he? Moustache.
he? Yeah.
Not a lot going on, like, on the top of his head. Like, very mixed fucking things going on inside his head.
What did he say when he was swimming the straits?
Straits of Johal. Like, and he got approached by a shark. And he went, things with sharks. What you gotta do? I punch you in the fucking ear hole. And, like, that's the way that you deal with a shark. You punch it in the fucking ear hole. Like, we watched that a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, Paul Sykes. What a dude. But yeah, all right. So for the purpose of the question, you want me to pull you out from the shark's mouth. You've lost a bollock, both your legs, but you can still get, I'd say 40% of the erection you used to get.
Why only 40%?
Well, you've lost a nut, and there's a lot of trauma involved in what's just happened to you. Whereas you can, like, literally, as I yank you out of the piranha pond.
Why are you saving
Like,
me?
because
Because you're brave.
Because I'm brave. Like, I pull you out, right, and like you're fine. Feet, legs, arms, face.
What, out the
hair,
piranha pool?
You're absolutely fine, but your cock and bollocks, you're literally like a Ken doll. There's fuck all, mate. Just gone. Just gone. You can live a normal life. Absolutely fine.
Oh, what happens when you feel sexy if you've got no cock?
Maybe you get a little Pinocchio nose.
Where's it go? What, on your nose?
Yeah, I don't know. If you've got no cock and bollocks, and like, all right, imagine this, right? I'm going to role play with you, right? So, I've been like dealing with like you because like since everyone's like heard about like what's happened to you, no one wants to hang around with you, right? So I'm like, obviously I'm stuck with you, so I'm like looking after you, going, come mate, it'll be all right, it'll be all right. You was like, yeah, right, I ain't got any cock and bollocks. Like, I don't know what to do myself. And I was like, oh, that's all right, read a book. And then I think, right, look, we need to find out what happens if you get sexy, right? So I'll go and get
turn me on.
I get a variety of rhythm magazines, right?
Yep.
I'll get like an old school 80s razzle.
Yeah.
I'll get something like, I don't know, over 60s wank spank and spurt, and I'll get, you know, I don't know, a zipper or something like that, and I'll just like kind of
try a bit of everything.
It's all there. I'll lay them all out, right? You get in from like a little walk around the garden, and then they're all there, and you feel sexy. How are you feeling sexy?
Just feeling sexy in my body, but I've got no outlet for it. Well, it's going to come out your arsehole, isn't it?
What is?
Don't know. Summit.
What?
That build-up, though. Look, you got that build-up. There's nowhere for it to go because they've smoothed it over.
What? Me trying to tell you on literally backfires.
Yeah.
What, like a balloon comes out? Like, what?
Something's going to shoot out your arsehole. I don't know what. Just I'm feeling that tension and that bit. It's like a pressure cooker. It's gonna blow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's it gonna go? What's the nearest hole?
Well, I'll tell you who we could ask.
Who?
Gandhi. He never had it off, did he?
Didn't he?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Gandhi never had it off.
No, famously he was unrandy Gandhi. Like,
Didn't he have a wife or anything?
I don't know. I'm just guessing that he didn't. Do you reckon Gandhi had it off?
Can you picture Gandhi having it off?
No.
Did the Pope never had it off, did
No.
he? But that's why they end up diddling with all the choir boys and that.
I don't think
Gandhi
did.
weren't a nonce, was he?
I don't think so. I don't know. I've never really looked into Gandhi. What do you know about Gandhi apart from the fact, like...
Apart from what I read on Wikipedia earlier on. Have you seen Gandhi, the film Gandhi?
I think I watched it when I was really young. It was on, but it was too clever for me. I think I pretended I wanted to watch it, like I really wanted to watch Chariots of Fire, but I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, I've never seen Gandhi.
No, you was watching Creepshow. He was a peaceful man, wasn't he?
What did you say? I thought you were going to say he was a paedophile.
What did you find out about Gandhi on Wikipedia?
He helped the Indians overthrow the
British Empire.
Yeah, British Empire.
Yeah.
That had, enslaved them and shaved them. And Ben Kingsley's real name was Krishna Banji. That's what I found out today.
Well, speaking of bold people, upstairs, downstairs?
Yay! All got a bit serious there for a moment, didn't it?
Didn't it? That's all right, we'll pull it back with some fucking nonsense. Right, so if you're new to this podcast, Upstairs, Downstairs is a game where I speak to Kunt and I'll talk about some very famous people that are famously bald upstairs. Now, I want to know what they've got going on downstairs. Is there hair? Is there none? Telly Savalas, a.k.a. Kojak.
Bowled upstairs. I'd imagine he's got like half a foreskin, not a full foreskin. and the poking out the end of it, it's bright red like a lollipop, like one of them
100%.
lollipops that he used to eat on his show, Kojak.
Definitely.
I'd say a reasonably small bollocks, not hanging that low, quite neat and tidy, and quite a smooth ball bag, and no pubes.
Oh, okay. So he's
Upstairs matches downstairs, yeah.
Fantastic. 80s heartthrob and hard man, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. See, in the 80s, he had hair upstairs, didn't he? Then that went. Didn't he get some? He had some hair follicle replacement, didn't he? Like Wayne Rooney, yeah. But
would he have got them downstairs?
They got them all from around his cock. The whole lot came because it was quite afro-ish. It didn't. Yeah. It all came from around his cock and bollocks. So downstairs, Bold Bruce.
Upstairs, Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob Hoskins.
Oh, Hoskins. Been reading about Hoskins, actually. I've been reading a book about Ken Campbell, the theatre practitioner.
Right.
And Hoskins was one of his posse in the early days.
Posse? I ain't had that phrase.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
He had this posse of like Discordian, just like troublemakers and actors who would do his stuff with him. And there was a story that Hoskins had grown this big beard in between shows, and Ken Campbell went to him and said, I need you to play, because they used to just take these fucking weird comedy shows out around pub venues and stuff and do them in people's faces. And he said to Hoskins, I need you to shave that beard off because I want you to play Queen Victoria. And Hoskins went, give me a tenner then. And Ken Campbell gave him a fiver. And when he saw Hoskins next, he'd shave half his beard off.
Fucking legend.
Yeah. Nice to be Hoskins a petty cunt, but more seriously, downstairs, he was bold up top, but it's good to poke full set of pubes.
Okay. And last one, Jimmy Somerville.
Oh, Somerville. I want to imagine his cock. He's bold. But I don't think it is. Yeah. I think his cock looks like his head. It's got like a fairly spindly neck to it. Like it's very round. And his urethra in the end, like got that little pug nose like he has. His bollocks are small. But a lot of ginger pubes.
Really?
Yeah, ginger. Bright ginger.
Really?
So fucking ginger.
It's like Little Orphan Annie with a big nose.
Exactly, yeah. Napoleon Dynamite. Without the glasses.
But the small town boys are small.
Yeah.
There'll be more upstairs, downstairs this Christmas. Right.
Just speculating, though, you know.
Yeah, of course, yes, all guesswork. Where are we at? Music?
Are you finished on films?
I think so.
Slumber Party Massacre looks all right.
I'm just looking at the picture now. It's just like it's 4 ladies in bikinis laying on the floor, and a bloke with a big drill standing in front of them with his legs apart.
Mate, I can't imagine that's not going to have some interest for some people. Slumber Party Massacre.
100% guarantee that at one point one of them 4 women will jump up to her knees in a bed, and a big 80s hits are going to fall out. 100%.
I think there's going to be some bush in it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there weren't a lot of fucking clean downstairsies then. It was all fucking wild, feral beaver.
If you've got a group of women who are having to get up quickly off a bed because someone's coming around and picking them off one by one, I would imagine at some point there's going to be a Kelly LeBrock-like scenario where you're going to get some. I mean, she might get finished off shortly after, not in a sexy way. But
no, you'll see fur. Yeah.
Guaranteed. It's got that on the Blu-ray release.
Music?
Do we do music next? Yeah.
I don't wanna dance with you, baby, no more.
Never do something to hurt you, though. But the feeling is bad. It's bad, not fine.
I thought it was fine.
Bad, isn't it?
Bad. The feeling is bad.
Is it bad?
The feeling is.
Is the feeling bad or fine? I mean, it's two completely conflicting emotions.
I'll tell you what, though. Eddie Grant looked like a good bloke.
Do you know what? I've got here, was he a good bloke?
Of course he was. He looked like a good bloke,
He looked like
Eddie
a good
Grant,
bloke.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Like...
My actual note says he was mates with Desmond from Desmond's.
Desmond's?
Yeah. Do you reckon Eddie Grant is a good bloke? Because
Definitely.
Desmond was a good bloke.
Yeah.
So Eddie Grant, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to dance. It's good, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
That VHS I've often mentioned that I borrowed off of you with Top of the Pops, that was on there.
This chart, yeah. This is the fucking one.
Yeah.
And I was going through going like, fucking hell, that was on there. That was on there.
Yeah, that Supertramp song that's in the charts was on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
It's raining again.
Yeah. Yeah, this was it was literally this fucking top 40, I think, was that was probably like the first fucking maybe the first Top of the Pops VHS I made.
Definitely. I Don't Want to Dance by Eddie Grant's fucking great. It's better than Electric Avenue. I like Electric Avenue, but it ain't as good as this. This is fucking great.
He wrote Baby Come Back. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think, did you not tell me that when we went away to the old 80s fest?
Oh, yeah, I did know that, yeah. But then I got drunk and forgot I knew it. Yeah.
Speaking of going to gigs, you went to see Roxy Music, didn't you?
I went to see Roxy Music on
Tell me about
Friday.
it.
I just went there on a bit of a whim. Like, there was, still like just like odds and fucking sods of tickets. And so I thought, do you know, I'm just going to fucking go and see Roxy Music. It was brilliant.
Of course it was.
It was a classy affair.
Yeah. Was there like lots of classy people there?
There were some.
Did you wear a suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to disrespect them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was lots of the first song, because it was at the O2, which is fucking massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the first song, everyone stood up.
What was it?
Was it Remake Remodel? So everyone stood up, and then no one sat down again. So there was just lots of old duffers who just had to fucking who had to sit down and fucking lean and that. But everyone just stayed standing up for the whole fucking gig. And no, it weren't good. I like sitting down because I'm a lazy cunt. But no, no, it was fucking brilliant. And they'd done lots of sort of album stuff, and then like finished on all the singles.
Oh, what ones? Give me that.
Yeah, they did that. They did
Strand.
Right, so he done done Oh Yeah and More Than This, like done all of them. What didn't they do? Fucking
Slave to Love.
No, it was Ferry, wasn't it?
Oh, that was Ferry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was it?
So they done Avalon, done Dance Away, that's a seedy little song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking but also like a bleak little song.
Yeah.
They done Virginia Plain and fucking so right at the very end, like it got to the stage they'd done so many fucking so many well-known singles at the end that people were just clapping for like 5 minutes after, like longer than the song, and they all just stood there looking a bit embarrassed. And they done Jealous Guy, and people clapped for so long afterwards that Ferry just like, he clearly just wants to fucking have a little sit down and put his slippers on and just like read his fox hunting magazine, and and everyone's just carried on clapping. And he's kind of shushed people, like, you know, doing that thing with your hands where you shush the crowd. And so he's done that, and people have gone quiet for a split second, and he's gone, "There's a new sensation."
Oh.
And they've just gone in to do the Strand and finished on that. It was fucking brilliant.
Oh, the saxophone on that fucking record.
Yeah,
it screams, didn't it, at the end?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like, you just realise what a fucking good band they were. And like, his voice is fucking cracking a bit, but. No, just really fucking good. Really glad I see him.
I just Googled it. He's 104, Brian
Is
Ferry.
he?
So it's not surprising, is it?
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he done all right, yeah.
Didn't he? Number Number 2's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, I like a bit of fucking heartbreak. Is that a Bee Gees song?
Of course it is.
I think Dionne Warwick's got one of the best voices
Oh, it's lovely.
ever.
Walk on by.
Walk on by. It's just like fucking cut glass. It's
That's
amazing.
a perfect record, that
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Oh, Heartbreaker's fucking great, isn't it? Do you know what? I heard Chain Reaction on the radio the other day, and I was driving to fucking Suffolk, and it come on, and I was just like, I remember when it come out, just finding it a bit annoying because I was trying to be a fucking. I wasn't into that.
We was all going a bit indie then, weren't we? Yeah.
And I listen to it now, and I think it's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Like, a little key change before the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Heartbreaker. What a fucking tune. Number 3, Mad World.
Yeah. We talked about Mad World last month, didn't
Yeah.
we?
And then we spoke about Give Me Time.
What?
Do you really want to?
Oh.
We obviously spoke about having a Marvin. Ooh la la la. Let's go dancing.
Where you got that?
Number 6.
Oh, you chose a different chart, maybe. You chose the 21st.
I actually had trouble finding a chart. Getting access to this.
I think I took.
I've got the 7th to the 13th of November.
No, so we always go for the middle of the month. So
All right.
you've gone for the week before.
All right, sorry.
So what number? You number 6 then?
Yeah.
Cool and the gang. That was Ooh La La La. Let's go dancing.
Open bracket,
So
close bracket.
was that on the tape? Because
La la la.
I remember that on Top of the Pops, like with some dance company doing it. I don't know whether it was fucking Legs and Co, but they done a really cheesy fucking like mime to it where they actually went down to the park, you know, and it was fucking dog shit, but very like late 70s, early 80s kind of Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
Because they used to do that quite a lot, didn't they, on Top of the Pops? Like, because I've discovered that we've actually got some younger listeners to this podcast that
Really?
are in their 2 people are in their 20s.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that the other 6 listeners ain't.
No, they're all between 49 and 51. I did get I've got a couple of blokes saying like, "Oh, I'm 52, mate. Should I stop listening?"
Like,
Please don't. Please don't.
Don't. Like, we should actually say that we do really appreciate it when you like tweet us shit, like, because we do screenshot them and send them to each other because we're that tragic.
Oh, I have loved that since mentioning Fripp's privilege last week. There's been about 10 people tweet with the hashtag Fripp's privilege, and there's been about half a dozen different spellings of the word privilege.
I've had a stack of fucking messages about 2 pints of men's milk. Oh dear, yeah. Keep the messages coming in because it's good fun. Right,
It's nice to know you're not just wanking into the abyss, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. So I'll just put in a speak about Give Me Time and Do You Want to Hurt Me? So it's fireworks night. So have we discussed like when I took my injury at fireworks?
No, I don't know. If we have, it would be like 2 years ago, and I have no memory of it.
Because I've got 2 fire-based times where we've been hurt. Once me, once you, and I want to discuss them. Like,
have I been hurt?
yeah, we'll talk about your one first, then, if you want. So I weren't there, but Lil has mentioned it many times to me, and I wish I was. But yous were driving somewhere, and you flicked your lit cigarette out the window.
No, it weren't me. It was Quinny.
Oh right, so Jim flicked the fag out the window.
So we was on our way to
Was you driving?
You made it sound like it was a firework-based injury, but it weren't. It was a fag butt.
Well, if I would have been all over it.
So I was driving. It was in my Ford Escort, and at the time, smoking was allowed in the front and back of my Ford Escort estate.
Did you impose a ban to the front?
Yeah.
You fucking
because
cunt.
the back window, I
You
don't.
petty cunt.
Yeah, right. Hold on.
Really caused a scene about it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's let the listeners decide when they hear the fucking injury I sustained.
Is that what you bought a smoking ban in?
Yeah.
I'm glad people are getting a snapshot of what a petty cunt you was.
No, well, I don't think they'll feel that way at all. I think you're priming them to feel that way. So we were driving to Basildon. Lil was in the passenger seat. I was in the driver's seat. Quinny was behind me. And So you had to put the seats forward for people to get out the back of the car because it was an escort estate. That's right, isn't it? It didn't have back doors, did it? Or did it?
I think it did.
Did it?
Might not have done. I can't remember. I don't think your one did.
Did yours?
No, it didn't. I didn't have back
No.
doors. That's a really good fucking point.
Right, so you had to... When people... Yeah, of course, yeah. Right, so... Because I'm thinking about Canning Town flyover now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So... another time I was a petty... So there was no windows. The windows in the back didn't open.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're driving to Basildon. Jim's finished a fag, and when you put your fag out, you had to put it out the driver's window.
Yeah, you would have had your window undone about half an inch.
Yeah, you had your window done.
On.
Huh?
You wouldn't have had the heating on in the car.
No, because it uses up petrol. So Jim's gone to put his fag out the window. He's blown back in, and it's gone down my back. And he's gone, oh, I think my fag butt's just come back in. Oh, fuck's sake. And then within about a few seconds, I felt this burning on my back, right? And I had this fucking like safari jacket that I got in a charity shop. And I've just felt this burning on my back. So I've moved forward, and Jim's gone, it's gone down your trousers, right? So I'm undoing my belt as I'm driving along the A13, right? And I've undone my belt. And then I'm leant forward, and Lil's in the passenger seat, and Lil's gone, it's gone down your pants. And I've just felt this burning in my arse crack. And so I've got my sister with her hand down the back of my pants, just like going like that, trying to put this fag butt out. And we've got into a lay-by, and I've got out and just fucking pulled this fag butt out the back of my pants. I've got a hole in my pants and a hole in the back of my fucking jacket. So that's why smoking was banned in the back of the car.
Of course it was. Oh, fucking hell. I'd love to have seen that. So, you got to see mine, obviously.
Yeah,
it was in your back garden.
Brilliant.
So, it was fireworks night, and we'd often... have a little catch up, wouldn't we? And everyone would go around yours for a little display.
Yeah, it was just our old mates, wasn't it? And whatever missuses they had in tow at the time. So what would this have been like in the 90s, maybe?
I reckon this was 96, maybe 97.
Yeah.
And my then girlfriend, I hadn't introduced to my friends before. Oh, I had. Tell a lie. I had briefly when we played at that place in Romford. When she turned up with all her friends and
I pulled your trousers
down. You pulled
down.
my trousers and pants down in front of her and all her friends.
So she knew you quite well by that point.
Yeah. Her and all of her friends. My cock and bollocks. In a nightclub,
Which incidentally,
this wasn't like...
Yeah, his cock wasn't that impressive. It was probably about 3 or 4 inches on the soft, like pretty wrinkled. His bollocks hung at a medium. Nothing to write home about.
No, smattering of pubes, but...
veered slightly at one side, like a car that needed tracking.
How good if you could get erectional tracking. Going to fucking prick fit and just go like...
You'd never pay for it though, would you? Fuck it, I'll just compensate.
And so... me and you would always be in charge, so we'd be letting off the fireworks, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
And you would have had your jacket that you wrote Mr. Bronson on the back of.
I had a Harvey's jerkin, didn't I?
Yeah,
just
you'd
to
be
show
really
that I was in charge.
sensible, and you'd always tell me off for starting to get a little bit renegade as the evening wore on.
No, I was always up for fucking sellotaping bangers and fucking things to rock it. I was. Don't make out I was all fucking...
You're like, don't, Roy, stop it.
Well, yeah, let's hear what happened.
Literally did backfire. So I took my new girlfriend to meet all my friends, and she could also see the sort of powerful side of my personality. She could see me take control of a situation. organise a display in front of everyone. So she would see me looking brave, firelighter in hand, like approaching the fireworks, detonating the fireworks, standing at a safe distance, but not afraid to kind of go a little bit renegade, you know, show the maverick side of my personality, get a little bit of sellotape, stick a few together.
No one had a firelighter. It was Zippos and for clippers, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we'd only generally have one, and we'd all be like, "Where's the lighter?" Which was fucking pathetic. Sometimes being lit with fags as well. Everything the firework code said not to do.
Wellifant would have a field day.
Yeah, there was a lot of illegal fireworks one year, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Where the neighbours were like, no. And it was like, no, when you think that, I know we would say display quality every time the shittest firework went off, but that one year...
Yeah, display quality.
Did your old man get some knocked off fireworks? I remember the first one went off and no one cheered. Everyone just looked a bit worried. Just looked at each other and was like, fucking hell, I'm sure you probably need to stand a bit further back when they go off.
So was your injury? I remember someone had this big fucking rocket shape.
Dean bought a big rocket.
Called 30 shots.
Yes.
And I think you lit it and... As you fucking ran away from it, it fell over and just started firing. Was that same time or not?
No.
It just started firing shots towards the house, and everyone who was gathered on the little fucking patio outside the house just started trying to get in the house, but the door was only open a little bit, and it was just firing all these shots at people, and it burnt Dean's bird's coat, didn't it?
That's right. That was the first time she'd been out with us as well. He introduced her to us that night.
Yeah.
And she got burnt. But no, this night, this was in the other house. This was in the older one. And all I remember is lighting this firework and it didn't go. And then I went to go back to it and you screamed like a girl, like, "No, Roy!
Never return to a lit firework, Roy! It's in the code!"
And I was like, fuck it. And
I was like Kevin Costner. No!
I just kind of palmed you off, and I just done a double whiskey, neat, and then put the glass down and went back, spat a bit of whiskey at the firework and lit it.
No, you were probably smoking a fag like Bruce Willis,
like
and just
Mulberry,
holding it in your teeth, and then lit it with that.
Yeah, and just turned around as it went up. No, what happened was I went back to it and lit it, and then it started going off, and I panicked. And I was obviously bent over, I turned around to run away back to where all the youths were and my new girlfriend. And there was an iron rod cemented in the garden, wasn't there? That was probably about 3 foot high.
Yeah, it used to have my nan's washing line on it because my nan lived in the house before us, and then we'd got rid of the washing line, and the metal pole was still sticking up out the garden. It was probably, I would say, ball sack height.
Correct. So as I turned around in the kind of start position, I literally propelled myself out the blocks like Wilbert Greaves and drove my balls straight into the top of that thing, and then obviously just went down like a sack of fucking spuds, holding my fucking tiny bollocks, just going, oh, wide, yeah, all these fireworks going off about fucking 2 foot from my head. Whilst all of my mates, not one fucker come over and try to drag me away. I could just see
we were keeping a safe distance.
Just everyone laughing. I remember just getting up covered in mud and just walking back to my new bird and just going, yeah, all right.
But the pole was at a kind of 20-degree angle, wasn't it? I couldn't see any way that your bollocks hadn't been ripped clean off your body.
Proper. Oh dear. Right. I've got. I'll tell you what. Before I go, keep banging on. What have you got from the charts that you want to talk about?
Well, from the top 10, these are all ones I remember from that VHS tape. I have real fucking flashbacks looking at this chart. It's definitely the month, isn't it? Hall and Oates, Man Eater, Human League, Mirror Man, Wham, Young Guns, Go For It. That fucking... I don't know why I know that rap off by heart. Do you know that? Fucking...
I really don't like that song.
No, I don't like any Wham, really. I don't really like any fucking George Michael, but tell that jerk to take a hike. There's something about that guy I don't like. Well, sugar, he don't mean the things he said. Get him out of my way, because I'm seeing red. Yes, fucking bollocks. But I just can't help knowing it.
I don't know any of that.
Whoa. Yeah. Because I remember on the good time, go for it. That bit, he looked like he was kind of having a little bit of a arse. But he weren't. No, he weren't.
I'll be satisfied by shaking Stevens.
Oh, we talked about that last month, I think. You don't remember that, do you?
No. I want to ask you, how many birds do you reckon it took to satisfy Shaky in one sitting?
One.
What do you want to talk about?
He didn't bang loads of birds, did he, Shaky?
Double denim, mate, young man.
Do you reckon?
Elvis hips.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're
valleys.
shaking like that, by the time you get your cock in, it's gone off. Like, just... the momentum.
Are you saying that he was literally on the vinegar strokes 24/7?
He was, yeah, like...
performance?
Yeah. The momentum...
Maybe the minute he come off stage at Top of the Pops, he had to have a Marvin just to get back in the fucking room.
Definitely.
Fucking hell.
If you're shaking like that, I reckon sometimes he spunk before he got it out of his gene fly.
Okay. What else you got on music?
Jackson and McCartney, The Girl Is Mine. I just think it's fucking rubbish.
Oh, it's really bad.
Is it the worst thing that either of them have done? Because when you have two legends like that together, it's never going to be as good as the sum of the parts, is it? But fucking hell, like, didn't anyone just have a word and go, like, come on, lads, fuck's sake.
Say's all right.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
It's not the work of the King of Pop and a Beatle.
Nah. But it's all right, though.
Yeah.
Girl Is Mine's proper waffed.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I've never met anyone that likes it. If any of you like it,
Yeah, message in.
just tweet and say why you like it. The hashtag Frips Privilege.
Yep, always. What else you got?
Just running down the charts. Blancmange, Living on the Ceiling. Duran Duran, Rio. That's the. I don't know whether that's the first Duran Duran one I remember. The video with a bird on the boat and that.
I don't know if it's in the chart your week. It's the Piranhas, bizarrely.
Oh, Zambezi.
Featuring Boring Bob Grover.
Did you have a little Google of Boring Bob Grover?
No, did you?
Nah, I did mean to. Why was Bob Grover boring?
Don't know. Zambezi,
Zambezi, Zambezi,
I'm on my way.
I remember that from Top of the Pops. I mean, it's probably that exact fucking same tape.
Yeah,
But they'd all dressed up as like explorers and stuff, hadn't they?
I'm thinking that was fucking amazing.
Yeah. It ain't really, though, is it?
No, it's really poor.
Tom Ark's good, though, isn't it? Do you... I see Status Quo at number 17 with Caroline live at the NEC, and I was just thinking... They were blokes, weren't they, Status Quo?
Yeah, they had it off a lot. Who had it off most, Parfit or Rossi?
Parfit.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think Rossi's cock looks like his head?
Like Weasley.
Like, no, do you think, because he's bald upstairs now, isn't he? But he's got it around the sides. Do you reckon he's like, above his stem, he's like pretty sparse, but he's got quite a lot of bush around his bollocks and like around the side of his stem?
Yeah, long and straight, and he keeps it in a little ponytail underneath his nutsack.
Exactly.
Rossi's cock. Did he have anything to do with the ice cream makers?
Probably. How good would that be if Rossi pulled up in his ice cream van, fucking Francis fucking lent out, just gave you a fucking 99 and a fucking couple of verses of fucking Dan.
You're in the army now.
That's a weird song, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember really liking it when
Yeah,
it
I
came
liked
out.
it, yeah. Weird, though, isn't it?
Did I tell you I saw Quo?
Where did you see Quo?
I see Quo supporting
Pet Shop Boys,
Pet
was
Shop
it?
Boys, yeah, at Hyde Park.
Was it a Radio 1 thing?
Radio 2. I'm old enough.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Like, there was a lot of people there for Quo.
Yeah.
Like, and
Were they all denimed up?
double denimed.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, stonewashed, like, fucking diehards. A lot of them were, like, all sporting retro Quo T-shirts.
Yeah.
Like, they just looked like... There was a lot of people that were, like, probably got into IT when they got a VIC-20.
Yeah.
And, you know, the only time once a year they let their hair down is when they go and watch Quo. And I also reckon there's a couple of fucking women that, like, that had Quo T-shirts on that probably worked in a chippy.
Yeah.
And probably has seen a lot of action.
Yeah, if you're saying to me a bird who likes Quo, I'm thinking like stonewashed denim, like with button-up fly, old Quo T-shirt, like jean jacket with the arms cut off, like my one that had the Christians on the back, and that kind of like shaggy perm,
Yeah.
like, and just like a rotten head.
Oh, fucking hell, I thought you was going to say massive tits. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, anything else?
Yeah, number 24, Renee and Renato, Save Your Love. That was the only 7-inch single my nan and granddad had.
Save your love, my darling, save your love. Do you reckon... Was Renee banging Renata? Because I remember rightly, Renata like looked like, you know, a tasty woman from like, you know, a foreign holiday.
Yeah.
Whereas Renata looked like
Renee.
Sorry, yeah, Renee. Just like, I don't know. He just looked like.
Do you think she just like married him to get a passport?
No, I'm not suggesting that, but I just think like he looked like.
Are they still alive? He's got to be dead, hasn't he? He's just got heart attack written all over him. He's never alive. No fucking way.
I wonder. Do you think they're like still big in Europe?
Yeah, probably.
Did they have any other? I can't remember ever hearing Renee and Renata.
He's dead. It's heart attack all day long.
UK #1 with Save It Up. The following single, Just One More Kiss. Is Renee and Renata still alive?
She's alive. He's croaked.
Oh, this is fucking incredible. Just One Kiss picked at 55 in Australia. Gibbon returned to private life after the fame died down, but Renata still sang, mainly on cruise ships.
Gibbon?
Renata still sang, mainly on cruise ships and occasionally at his son's restaurant, Renata's, in Tamworth, Staffordshire. We need to go there.
So hold on, so who's Renee? The fella or the lady?
I'm now going into this.
Renato's the fella then? Renee, of course Renee's the bird. The walk away,
West
Renee.
Midlands resident, Italian-bald Renata Palglieri auditioned for ITV's talent show New Faces in 75, catching the attention of songwriter John Edward, who had written Save Your Love. He was teamed by Edward with British singer Hilary Lester, now Gibbon, and the duo was renamed as Renee and Renata. So she was English.
Yeah.
And he was born in Italy but lived in the West Midlands. Hang on. Oh no.
Oh.
Renato died from complications following surgery on a brain tumour at Good Hope Hospital, Sutton Coldfield, in 2009, age 69.
Condolences, obviously, to Renato's family. I feel bad now speculating that he died from a fat bloke's disease when, like, anyone could get that. It's horrible, isn't it?
Should we just...
About Renee, is she still going?
Yeah, she's great. Do you want to have a little game of good game or danger game?
Yeah, you have to refresh me with how this game works.
It's a simple game. It was inspired by last month's conversation about the Pinkies and their hit Danger Games.
How's that go again?
Danger Games. good game or danger games is a very simple, straightforward game. I ask you some classic games that we would play in the 80s with certain famous people, and you tell me if you think, oh, that'd be a good game or danger game.
Okay.
Right. Kiss Chase with Belinda Carlisle.
Good game.
Okay. Bulldog with Madness.
Danger game.
No.
Oh, fucking, that'd be dangerous, wouldn't it?
Great fun.
Really?
Yeah, it's not about being dangerous. It's about fun.
Oh, all right. Good game.
Runouts with Tucker and Alan from Grange Hill.
Good game.
Okay. What have we got left? I've got one more for you. Strip Poker with Sir Cliff Richard.
Danger game.
Television? You got anything left on music?
Yeah, do you know, I just wanted to run through these and just see, like, because all these fucking just jumped off that fucking VHS tape, and I'm not sure we'll ever get another month like it. Fucking John Cougar, Jack and Diane, Flock of Seagulls Wishing, Musical Youth, Youth of Today. Do you remember that?
The youth of today. The youth of today. I don't know why I sang that in a Welsh accent.
Modern Romance, Best Years of Our Lives. Yeah, Super Tramp, It's Raining Again. And do you know what I see was in the fucking charts was Yazoo, The Other Side of Love?
Yeah, that's the single that no one really remembers.
No, because he's shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Depeche Mode's Meaning of Love, and It's Called a Heart. You know, like just you hear them and just like they're really shit. And if all their other stuff was this shit, I'd never have got into them. But I remember at the time thinking they were all right. But like in retrospect, like shit, aren't they?
I remember It's Called a Heart. It really ain't good.
No, it's wafty. Meaning of Love shit as well.
What's the melody of that?
I mean, it's cheerful and that. I'm sorry if you like them ones, but fucking hell, like, go and listen to them. They are shit. It's not to say they've got lots of, they haven't got lots of good stuff. Number 35 was Lionel Richie's Truly.
You loved that, didn't you?
No, I didn't like it, but I remember buying lots of copies of it from the boot sale and fucking flogging it to you, Borough, and every other cunt in the late 80s. When you was all buying up anyone who had any fucking black bloke who had like fuzzy hair and a moustache, you buying anything.
Yeah.
I remember just flogging you all Truly.
It's really bad, Truly.
Yeah, it's waffed, isn't it?
What's your favourite Lionel Richie song?
It would probably have to be Hello. I don't think there's been a video like it where someone's like, set their designs on a blind bird.
Ambitious.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the song?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
That should have so been the discount code.
Hello. Hello. I did a version of that on my Cunts Corona Club in the I used to do a Monday Moist on for the ladies, where I'd sing like a kind of yeah.
Keep it moist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was kind of bleak time, so spreading a little bit of joy in that.
Yeah.
And I did a version of Lionel Richie's Hello, where the hello was like announced, like like a parrot would say it. Hello, hello.
Like when we push someone over.
Yeah, hello.
Oh dear.
Have you got a favourite Lionel Richie song?
I like All Night Long.
All Night Long's pretty groovy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think Dance on the Ceiling's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
I think
He wrote all them though, didn't he, Richie?
Yeah, he wrote fucking all the Commodore stuff, didn't he? He must have a few bob.
Easy's good though, isn't it? I don't know whether I just
great.
heard it too much, like Faith No More doing it and that. Exactly the same.
What else did he do? You are my destiny. That was on the radio the other day.
That was one.
That was 90s. I was
That was comeback Lionel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we went to see Billy Bragg in Cambridge and we popped into the fucking budget fucking
like super drug thing,
across the road, and there was a big.
Aftershave,
he had an aftershave called Hello, didn't he?
Why
and
was it
there's
not called Truly?
yeah, it should no, because Hello's more famous, isn't it? Hello. There's a picture of him looking all soppy with his face falling off his head.
He's got he's got my drunk face 24/7.
I always said that was you when you were pissed. Was like your face was falling off your head like Lionel Richie. It's just got lower and lower his face, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like under his chin now.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's like fucking Mask. Like he really is.
His Adam's apples in the middle of his eyebrows.
Third nipple. Right. What we got?
What you got next?
I was going to move on to telly.
I've got a music-based quiz.
Ooh, I love a quiz.
If you want.
Yeah.
Before we move on. So this quiz, because I heard Right Said Fred's I'm Too Sexy the other day on the radio,
Right.
and that was just about in the 80s, was it?
I reckon it was 89, 90.
So I thought about a quiz called I'm Too Sexy. So I'm going to give you 5 celebrities that were too sexy for their own good. And you have to rate them from just a bit too sexy all the way through to way too sexy. So I want like the least sexy. You know, they're all too sexy.
Yeah.
They're all too
If there
sexy.
was a sexyometer, like
Yeah.
what bad, good.
Yeah,
bad.
who was like the least too sexy
Yeah.
to the most too sexy, just
Right.
like way too sexy.
yeah.
Right, so here's your 5.
Right.
Right Said Fred, they were too sexy. Obviously, they did the
Yeah,
song I'm
default,
Too Sexy. Mark Armand,
It's quite sexy.
Marvin Gaye.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone's gay. Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Famously had a couple of ribs removed. He was so sexy.
Yep.
And Michael Hutchins. So we've got Right Said Fred, Mark Armand. The listeners are already formulating. They're working this out in their mind, yeah. They've got a little pen and pad out, some post-it notes. Right Said Fred, Mark Armand, Marvin Gaye, Prince, Hutchins.
Right, Richard and Fred, I think it's just a bit hijinks back then, bit of harmless fun, just a little bit of a joke. They're too sexy, you know, and just a comedy little pop hit. I'd say they're probably they're just a little bit too sexy.
Do you think so?
Yeah. And so Hutchins, Armand.
I mean, do you think like they were just a little bit too sexy? It led to vaccine hesitancy. And
It did. I mean, I'm basing this in the 80s.
Okay. But I'm saying, like, you know, you got to consider the end game where it ended up, because
yeah, well,
the sexiness perhaps led to where everyone ended up.
well, it led to them coming on my podcast and me spending about an hour trying to stop them talking about it. Yeah, they were too sexy for COVID.
Yes. I'm too sexy for my vax. Did
Yeah.
they do that?
No, they should have done.
I see a little video of them performing outside a post office with just like one mental bloke watching the other day, and it was just a bit like, oh, fucking hell, lads.
They must have a couple of bob.
Yeah, they got it, haven't they?
You'd think so.
Just doing it for the fun of it these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. So, Right Said Fred, the least sexy out of all the two sexies.
Yeah. And then who've I got? Hutchins, Armand.
Armand, Gaye, Hutchins,
Prince.
and Prince.
Gaye knew he was too sexy for his own good. So he would, as we discussed on the last episode, he would go and have a Marvin just to keep himself on a level playing field. So I'm going to say he was the second. He wasn't. He was too sexy for his own good, but only second place.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm working backwards here.
So how did that all end up like that with his dad? Did his dad just keep catching him cracking one out in the family toilet and just got fed up with
I think
it?
his dad just. I think there was some financial and drug problems, and there was nothing sexy going on there.
It will lead to family problems if someone's just constantly wanking.
I know, but I
like,
don't think he was doing it in front of Mr. Gay.
But a lot of houses didn't have multiple toilets at the time, did they?
He was quite. I think he was quite successful at that point. He definitely would have had a downstairs toilet. Maybe he just popped in now.
Yeah.
Like, or he might even have had like one of them portaloos in his garden. Maybe if you got that sort of money, maybe he just put one of them in just as like a little wanking booth.
Yeah.
He'd just go out there for some sexual healing. I'm just thinking that
Armand, Prince, Hutchins.
Armand just like he liked people who empty their almonds and like
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
And if rumour has it, was it 23 or 24 pints of semen was removed from his stomach?
27 at last
Sorry,
count.
27 at last count.
Depends where you are in the country.
Right, okay, right. So, yeah, I think he was just having a good time. And he liked semen, and he was quite a sexy man. But there was no funny business going on there. He just liked spaff, and he was sexy.
But if it leads to you having to get your stomach pumped, no wonder he was out clapping the NHS.
Well, you know, he's been there. He's seen the work that they're doing.
Yeah.
And he's been he was a silly boy. And I think he's learnt a lesson.
Right.
Now, I think if you're utilising the healthcare professionals, you know, if you're in there, quick pump that out. Oh, blimey, there's a lot here. Like, keep pumping. Like, I don't think that's too much of a worry. If you then go in and, you know, you're going to casualty on a Friday night and you've got fucking all sorts of people who've got bottles in their heads and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, kids with saucepans stuck on their bunts.
All of that, yeah, marbles up their nose and all of that sort of stuff.
Dennis sat outside tripping his head off because he can't. He don't want to go in, but he don't want to go in with his mum.
That was a fucking weird night. I think if pint-sized pop star Prince walks in and they're like, hello, Mr. Prince, are you all right? And he's like, no, I'm very sexy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Well, how sexy are you? And he's like, I can't get my head near it. Remove 2 ribs.
Yeah.
Like, well, we're really busy tonight. I don't care. I'm Prince and I'm sexy.
I'm not leaving until you've taken off 2 ribs.
Exactly. And I think that kind of behaviour is frowned upon at the best of times. And, like, for me, that's too sexy. That's just too sexy.
Because he can't be bothered, can he, just to...
Have a wank.
Well, he wants to suck his own cock, so... But he can't be bothered. He's so selfish in that... Yeah, I mean, he was a very single-minded bloke, Prince, wasn't he? You know, in everything he did.
Yeah.
And he's got that vision in his mind of him on his back, legs over his head.
Yeah.
He's got his own cock in his gob, and he's sucking away until he spunks. And he's not going to stop until that happens.
Yeah.
And
Sheena Easton's sitting there. Susanna Hoff's sitting there. All of these tidy bits of 80s crumpet are all sitting there.
Boring. They've all sucked it. They've all sucked it.
But they're all gagging to fucking get more of Prince, and he's doing front rolls around his fucking dining room trying to suck the end.
He's a control freak. They didn't do it right, quite to his specifications. He knows how he wants it. So he's going to sit in that casualty and he's not moving until someone's removed them ribs.
Yeah, that's too sexy.
It's too sexy.
Yeah, and then in last place, clearly was a little bit too sexy for his
probably
own good.
First place.
If we're going to do it in that order, Michael Hutchins was very, very, very sexy. If you look like Michael Hutchins, like, you're going to be a very, very sexual man. And he was clearly a very sexual man. And I know... Wait, do you think you've ever been too sexy for your own good?
Nah. I think I'll just get it right. Just the right... Just the right amount of sexiness, didn't you think? When you think back to me over the years.
Yeah. I don't think sexy when I think of you.
No, it's just the right amount of sexy.
No.
No? What, not sexy enough? Would you like me to be sexier?
No. I don't see you like if I looked at you, I wouldn't look at you in the same way that I would look at Michael Hutchins. I think Michael Hutchins had a kind of sex appeal, a kind of like rock star sex appeal, charisma, and like just has something about him.
Why don't you say what you really think? You haven't called me strung up inside a wardrobe.
Michael Hutchins also, in answer to that, wouldn't have just wandered around the dance floor at Club Art with a pint in his hand. He would have been owning that dance floor. We've got two fucking moments on that dance floor. Once you just wandering around in the middle of a fucking dance floor to Paranoid. And the other time was me when I fell over and just laid on my back for the whole of fucking Teen Spirit.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't consider either of them too sexy, really.
No. We weren't sexy men at all. Yeah, Michael Hutchins, absolutely. Way too sexy.
He's too sexy, wasn't he?
Killed him.
Yeah.
TV?
Yeah.
So, did Channel 4 start this month?
Yeah.
Let me...
Can I go and have a wee?
I mean, that's quite unprofessional. You go and have a quick wee. I'm just going to slag you off for it.
Well, that's all right, because I edit this, so I'll just edit it all out.
Oh, all right.
Remembering when we were young in the 80s.
It's normally you go for a wee in the middle of the podcast. You put some frazzles in there, you cheeky cunt. Fucking love frazzles.
Good, ain't they? Right, ready?
Hold on. What we doing now?
TV. Right, TV. You got a mouthful of frazzles, ain't you?
Bitten off more than I can chew.
Are they the best bacon-based snack?
I think, like, own brand frazzles
Yeah.
are my favourite crisp.
Really? You burp a frazzle for days to come, don't you?
Yeah, value for money.
Gift that keeps giving. Yeah, there you go. Right. Television. It was the year, it was the month that Channel 4 popped up.
Yeah, it's weird that, isn't it? Thinking up until that point, there was only 3 channels on the TV.
Well, listeners to this podcast will be fully aware that for the last 2 years I've been moaning about the shit that's been on the telly. So Channel 4 comes along. So I'm going to pull up the old guide.
Do you remember? I really fucking remember this. Like when Channel 4 was going to start, they published the schedule before it started, and I remember seeing Countdown as the first program and thinking that was just like the countdown to Channel 4 being launched. You know, like basically, you know, like someone on there just fucking counting down numbers, and then it turned out it was a show called Countdown with what became the love of my life, Carol Vorderman on. Got me thinking about Carol Vorderman. Like, she weren't really worth a squirt in the 80s, was she?
No.
And then, like, 90s and noughties come into her own, didn't she?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it was
possibly.
well worth a squirt.
Yeah.
And then, like, sort of early 2010s, like, probably worth a... You still would. And then, like, late 2010s and 2020s, just an old age pensioner with body dysmorphic disorder that the tabloids just tell everyone he's fit. Just bizarre.
I don't know how frowned upon it is in this day and age to judge a woman
Very clever.
over 3 documents by the term, excuse me, was it worth a squirt?
very, 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 very clever lady. Fantastic intellect.
Rear of the year. I think she won rear of the year, didn't she?
Great anus.
Smashing anus.
But yeah, she's great, Carol Vorderman, isn't she? But now she's an old lady with body dysmorphic disorder, and because the whole fucking tabloids and mainstream media just sells you fucking lies, we all have to pretend. I mean, you still would, obviously, just for old time's sake, but like fucking hell, isn't it? Just looks like she's in a hall of mirrors.
What have you got for television?
That was it.
Oh, right, okay. Well, look, I'm going to go through some bits and bobs, right? So,
I've got all the Channel 4 stuff. Go on, go through your bits and bobs, and if you miss anything,
well, let's go through ITV first. So, at midday, all morning, it's a thing called Four Schools, right? Which I imagine is just really boring stuff. Blokes with beards just talking about fucking maths and stuff.
yeah, pretending they don't interfere with kids and.
At 12 o'clock, the Munch Bunch.
What, the yoghurt?
Well, This is what I was going to bring.
What came first, the show or the yoghurt?
I think. Oh,
It was a yoghurt, wasn't it?
it was. Yeah, it was. And
What did you get Frazzles out for in the middle of a podcast?
so yogurts were a big thing, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you like a yogurt?
I
I ain't had a yogurt in years.
No, I don't think I've had... Yeah, I don't have a great deal of yoghurt. Like, pensioners have yogurts, don't they? They love them.
Kids have yogurts.
Yeah, kids and pensioners.
I remember James Marshall would pull out a ski,
Yeah.
in his packed lunch, and I was thinking that's a warm yogurt.
Yeah. My granddad used to fucking, I remember, because when your granddad gets really old and he never leaves his chair anymore, and you just sort of think like life's really bleak. But seeing his face light up when my nan bought him a yoghurt, that's the happiest. I would say that was the happiest he was in his last 10 years. Was whenever he got a yoghurt bought for him in his chair. And do you know what? Because it would take him, I reckon, an hour and a half to walk across the lounge.
Oh, I'm glad you said that wasn't a yogurt.
But no, fuck it, he could do a yogurt in 15 seconds. And you see the speed of that fucking spoon as it gets around the last little bit.
I remember Munch Bunch done the yogurts, but then they done I think they done the little Petit Philo things, and that was a game changer for me. But I do also remember thinking, why are they the size of a thimble? Because I was a greedy kid, and I was thinking, well, I could eat 6 of them. And then I'll tell you what else there was. It was them French, set yogurts. Do you remember them in the 80s?
You'd sort of eat them in little slices.
Yeah. I remember getting really excited by them for about a week, and then just thinking, oh, it just tastes like sour sick. Right. But anyway.
I'll tell you what I did like, though. Fucking, cream caramel. Because you can eat them in little slices, can't you? Until coastal erosion. Yeah. Until the last bit just fucking falls into the sea.
I would smash one of them. Oh, cream caramel, fucking brilliant. But I remember I had Munch Bunch books, Mr. Men books. I had one which was a little cucumber on roller skates. The Munch Bunch done books, much like the Mr. Men, but were just essentially fruit or vegetables,
and tied into a product.
Yeah. The Munch Bunch was then followed by Let's Pretend. Was that Beryl Reid? And I remember it just being
Let's pretend. Was that?
Yeah. But then it was just a load of fucking
Beryl Reid?
No, that was Mooncat actually. Let's Pretend was just a fucking load of people just making shit out of paper plates in caterpillars and stuff. Fucking
was
rubbish.
it?
Then was
a poor man's Take Heart.
Yeah, exactly that.
Now, someone said to me, we were speculating on Tony Hart the other day about what his sex life was like, and I thought he was smashing all the old biddies. And someone messaged to say he was
happily married,
confirmed bachelor. The Cliff Richard sense.
Nothing will be in a confirmed bachelor, is there?
No.
He said, son, you'll be a bachelor boy. Nothing wrong with that. Some people just don't like to have it off.
No, you're right.
The Sullivans was on at 12:30. How did the Sullivans music go?
I think I thought of something completely different.
It was piano, wasn't it?
Dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
No, that's not the Sullivans.
I know it's something different. What the fuck is it?
What was that you just sung?
It's Little House on the Prairie. What is that?
I don't know.
What's that? Was that Little House on the Prairie?
No.
It's something old time, isn't it?
Right. I'll tell you what. Let's see what the Sullivans was.
What's the Sullivans? Is it Australian?
bloody used to love
I
this.
remember it, but I would never have been able to sing that. You wouldn't have been able to sing that, would you?
Nah. What is that?
I don't know. Listeners, if you're any the wiser than we are, is it what's Little House on the Prairie? What's the theme tune to that?
It wasn't that.
Look it up, just to rule it out of our inquiries.
Oh,
It's going to be it. I know it. Is it going to be it? Nothing like it.
Oh, why can't I think what that is? Oh, I think this podcast has hit a new low. Right. Anyway, where was I? I was looking through the ITV listings, wasn't I? Then come Take the High Road. Anyway, the evening goes on. Razzmatazz, Emmerdale Farm. That's still on, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's going to be like Marks and Spencer's. It will just die out when all the old fucking biddies die out.
Then Crossroads. Remember Crossroads?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Bang, dang, 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 dang.
Yeah. I remember liking Crossroads.
Yeah. They had Benny in it.
Yeah.
It was a precursor to Ricky Gervais's Derek.
I think, like, if we was in Crossroads, you was like... If
I'd be Adam Chance.
No, if we was growing up, like, if I look at us back then, you was definitely the Benny to my Adam Chance.
You was fucking Benny. I was the sophisticated bloke in a suit, like my safari jacket that I had in the car when I got my arse burnt. And you was Benny just walking around in your little Benny hat.
Fuck off.
Doing odd jobs for me.
You was
out of pity.
I weren't. I was quite fucking debonair, moving around in me fucking Taras. You was swanning around in your fucking, all confused, in your fucking little cut-off fucking denim jacket and your Judas Priest cap.
If I was happy.
Oh dear. That's fucking.
Is it American? It's not Australian, is it? It's American. That you're gonna get it. I know it.
Oh, it's really doing my head in. Right. Fucking hell, this is really poor.
Is this the worst episode ever?
It's got to be. Right, Channel 4 starts.
Roy and Kunt spend 3/4 of an hour trying to identify an early 80s theme tune that turns out is from the mid-1970s.
Oh, dear. Channel 4 starts. Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan? How good was Paul Hogan's show? Do you remember Paul Hogan's
Bloke.
show? Oh, fucking bloke.
Yeah, he had a lot of pubes, didn't he? He's probably lost much of it on top now, but I bet he's still got loads down there.
Yeah. Who's the best Hogan, Paul or Hulk?
Paul. Mick Dundee. I remember loving the Paul Hogan show.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Do you think it was?
I don't know. I just remember it being good.
It's never been repeated, has it?
Do you reckon there's questionable ratio?
Possibly. What else is on Channel 4? Let's have a little look. Right. Comic strip.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that delivers.
Yeah,
Still.
it certainly does, doesn't it?
What's your favourite comic strip?
I don't know. I reckon I would have to go either Fistful of Travellers Checks
Yeah, come on, you are.
or Mr. Jolly Lives Next Door.
Yeah. Bad News. I love
Bad News is good, isn't it? You forget how good Bad News is.
And more Bad News. They're both fucking great. Like, yeah. Oh.
But to think...
Fistful of Travellers Checks is fucking great. Isn't it?
Yeah. To think comic strip was going on at the same time as the young ones. It's mental, isn't it?
Yeah. What a fucking time for comedy. Then after that, it's quickly followed by a show called In the Pink.
What was that?
I don't know.
That sounds like one of the games from it. Oh, you got a game?
Yeah. I've got a game called One in the Pink or One in the Stink.
Right.
It's essentially front bum, back bum.
Right.
So I'm going to give
Has that been a game we've played already, front bum, back bum?
I don't think so.
No.
No. But I'll just put, for those that weren't unaware of what One in the Pink or One in the Stink was, I thought I'd make it a lot clearer.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm going to throw at you some people from the 80s, and I want to tell you that when they're in the bedroom and there's two holes, only one goal, where are they going? In the pink or in the stink? All right? Jimmy now.
Pink.
Miss Diane's there, right, on the bed. Benny's there, right? He's pulled his dungarees down. He took his little bobble hat off.
Put it on the end of his cock.
Where's he sticking it?
Pink. All day long.
Lenny Emery.
Lenny Emery, I think, would be... He'd buff it.
Do you think he makes love?
Lenny Emery. I think if he was playing the character of Theophilus P. Wildebeest, he would be making love, yeah.
In the pink or the stink?
I think he would buff it around the arse, so he'd tease it round there. Just like make out like he was going to pop it in, and then in the pink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pint-sized world champion boxer Barry McGuigan.
Yeah, I think he'd pop it in the pink. I think McGuigan would be one of these ones like Jim Diamond. He's not that well endowed. I mean, is he still game?
He is,
McGuigan.
Yeah.
Barry, if you listen, I'm sorry, and don't hold this against me. It's pure speculation, like all the other stuff on the podcast. But I'd imagine you've got quite a small cock, so you just hammer it straight into the pink and just start getting pounding away.
He's got 12 rounds in him.
He has.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the pink.
Okay. Right, last one. Pat Sharp.
Stink.
More from One in the Pink or One in the Stink next time.
It's basically ponce or nonce, isn't it?
Some of that coming soon.
Oh, have we?
Of course we have. Right, news. You got anything for TV you want to talk about?
No, just all the stuff you just mentioned. The Tube started.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because Channel 4 started, so all the fucking iconic Channel 4 shows started.
My mate Bennett once referred to his cock as the tube, and I remember thinking tube's a really good word for a penis that don't get used.
No, it's sadly underused, isn't it? Yeah.
What's your favourite word for a dinkle?
Corey's one I'll go back to.
Corey's good.
Because I'd never heard that until walking in Burton's one day, and Quinny said to me, "All right, boy, shush, Corey."
Well, have I told you about that journey home from Wales I had in a car with my cousin, Justin, aka Big Papa J, and this guy that was filming some stuff we was doing. We was doing all that swimming stuff in the lakes.
No.
And this smashing lad called Ben come along. And he was from like a nice part of Essex, and he was a little bit well-to-do. And I think by the time he'd spent 2 days just literally staying in like really fucking horrible accommodation and just filming us like jumping in and out of lakes, he really had enough of us. And like essentially Justin, I think he just had enough of Justin. And we was driving home from Wales and we got stuck in traffic. And so I decided we would play a game that involved us, like, everybody had to keep going round and like say a different word for a penis, right? And so it's amazing how many you can come up with.
Yeah.
And so we was going for ages, and I was going, Ben, you'll go. He's like, I'm not playing. And I was like, oh, come on. He was like, no. And he really was fucked off. And then obviously we was just like, your dinkle, plonker, and it was just carrying on going round. And then, I reckon after about half hour, we really fucking made a meal of it. He was just like pretending he was like reading and like having nothing to do with us, and he'd said nothing for half an hour. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. And I'd run out. We'd all run out.
Yeah.
He's like, And then he hadn't swore for like 2 days or anything. He was so well to do, and he just went, "Oh, for fuck's sake, wand!" And like, he was like, "Yay, wand!" Oh, anyway,
Pork sword's pretty good.
pork sword's great. Pork's such a good word. Dad, I think he's got a porker. News. The space shuttle. One of the space shuttles went up.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. If me and you was on a rocket, right, and we went up into space, how do you see that going? We've got to be up there for, I think they were up there for 3 weeks.
We've just took off. You've gone inside your spacesuit and pulled a tape out you've made. Like, you skip through it. That's about 3 minutes. Then you're bored. And we're up there for another 3 weeks. Yeah, you're just bored. You're bored. You're lonely. So you obviously have an idea of how that's going to pan out.
Yeah. I just think, right, look, this is a fucking moment here. And like...
Oh, unless you're driving, so, like, you send me an invoice for $4,000 for petrol.
By the time we get into space, we're only there for 3 minutes. We've only got 3 weeks. We've got to turn around and come back. I reckon, like, once we get up there, like, I reckon I'm just, like, fucking hammering it up there, like, all excited as to what we're going to find up there.
Oh, if you're driving, it takes us about 40. It takes us about 40 fucking weeks to get there. We can't even break through the atmosphere. You're going so slow.
And like, we're doing the jump to light speed and everything. I've got a black like waistcoat. I'm not Han Solo.
How are you?
Yeah, like I'm like a bit. Again, I'm a maverick, and I think like you're like, oh no, Roy, like a fucking really nervous C3PO, just going, no, don't, Roy. I'm a bit worried, like. You know, I want to be home by 1:30 for the soaps. Is there any chippies up there? And I'm like, nah. Like, shut up. Like, and I'm just like fucking tearing through space.
Driving so quickly. Anyone who's ever known you don't even recognise you.
I reckon. No, in fairness, I reckon I'd last about an hour and I'd be like, can we go home?
Yeah,
boring.
You're bored. You're lonely.
Space is boring.
You're bored. You're lonely. You're scared. I'm just like taking it all in, like
No,
a sense of wonder.
No, you
because
wouldn't.
it's something completely different, and you know I like new things and change. And
we would never go to space. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
no, not with you. I want to go with someone else. Like fucking Gel.
Who would you go with?
Gel.
No, you wouldn't.
No, he'd get on with you. Like, I reckon 30
Get on your
30
nerves.
seconds you'd be turning around and dropping him off.
How did that cunt get fucking a ukulele through customs? Like, I would not want to fucking...
Bang, 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 bang.
Castle would be a fucking nightmare. He'd be literally... He wouldn't even get out of the fucking orbit. He'd spot a fucking skip or something over fucking North Essex. He'd be like, let's lower it down here. Let's have a little look in here. Oh, there's a bit of timber in here. We'll have that.
At least he'd want to slow the spaceship down if you'd thrown someone out for nicking your Snickers.
Do you think, like, if you was in space and you had to have a wank, does your spaff just, like, fly around the plane, like, or the rocket, until, like, you get back into orbit and then it just, like, sticks to whatever it drops on?
Yeah.
So
It just floats around.
Really?
Well, it depends whether you just spunk into the air. Like, because
Well, you'd want to, wouldn't you? How good would that be if you just said... And then you just see it like, wow, like globules of your own
if
jizz,
you're all
like,
but if you're all doing that, it's not
that's
going
probably
to.
better because you wouldn't be worried about like someone else like bumping into yours because if you get a face full of it, It might be yours, but like you just got to think that's probably mine.
I think space etiquette is to just have a posh wank into a Johnny.
Is that what they do?
Yeah,
And
then
where do they put the
tie it, and then just float that around.
Because stuff don't stick to the ceiling, does it? It just floats.
No, it's not like Lionel Richie's video. It just floats around.
Hello? All right. Thriller, the album was released.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. What's your favourite track from Thriller? Girl Is Mine?
Was that on Thriller? It's blotted his copybook, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, Billie Jean, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's your favourite?
I really like Want to Be Starting Something.
See, I'm not a massive fan of that. I think that sounds like the kind of, like a sort of link single between Off the Wall and Thriller. It's disco-y, isn't it? And
Yeah. I really like Pretty Young Thing as well.
pedo.
Billie Jean's brilliant. Beat It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. I just think Billie Jean, she's got everything. He's got that bass line and that drum, like the simple fucking drum beat. And I mean, it's all tainted, isn't it, by the boys' bumholes now, isn't it?
Tell me about, speaking of like Jackson and fucking oddness, tell me about where you went the other day, because it sounds really fucking mental.
Oh, right, so me, Mike, me and Mike were going to do, like we had this in mind for ages, doing a road trip to Little Dean Jail in Gloucestershire.
A jowl.
So it's like an old jail, like an old fucking, like an old prison that's been reappropriated as a crime through time museum, which is just the most fucking bizarre, eclectic collection of fucked up stuff. Like, I mean, it's got everything from like Nazis and kind of prison camp memorabilia to like Oswald Mosley's black shirts and weird fucking tabloid scandal stuff. All U-Tree fucking memorabilia, serial killer memorabilia, like stuffed animals. It's just lots of really fucked up stuff. And and so me and Mike were going to do this road trip there, and because we're going to Little Dean Jail, Mike texted and said, "Oh, is it just me and you going?" And so I texted Little Dean, and then Little Dean came as well. So it was me, Mike, and Little Dean.
Little Dean Jail.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I mean, I would recommend if you like serial killers and dark fucking stuff, have a trip to Little Dean Jail. I think it shuts at the end of October and then opens back up in the spring, but I've never ever been anywhere like it. It's so fucking...
The photos you showed me were really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's really fucking... It's got like KKK memorabilia and like Black Panther stuff. There's just lots of weird fucking stuff there. Stop eating all the frazzles, you cunt. I can't get to them because my computer's in the way. I can't keep eating them because I can't do a podcast and eat frazzles.
All right, well, look, we're coming towards the end. We're going 2 hours, or by the time this is edited, a lot less than that because you went for a big wee. So we're going to finish on sport. I literally couldn't find anything, but there was a chess competition.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did we mention chess?
No. Before we do that, obviously we played a game. What was the game about the cocks?
Goal hangers and small hangers.
Yeah.
Right.
And Ian Botham was mentioned.
Beefy, yeah.
Yeah, in the last podcast.
Yeah. He's not died.
Don't worry, Beefy's fine.
Yeah.
But someone told me that Beefy tweeted a picture of his cock.
Have you never seen that picture?
No.
He took a picture from like literally, I think it's like the Beefy angle.
Yeah.
Where like it's from like sort of underneath it, and it is a really bad look.
Oh, can you see his tash in it? Is his face in it?
Yeah.
Well, you can show me Botham's cock right now. Have you seen Prince William's cock?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
You've actually got a picture of Prince's Willie?
Yeah, if you fucking... Oh, I ain't got the internet on me fucking... Oh, well, it's come up. How's that fucking... Fucking hell. It looks like he's on a slab, doesn't it? Like that's
Beefy's plunker. That's when you're too sexy for your own good.
very wrinkly bollocks, aren't they? Like very wrinkly scrotum.
There's a man that was very sexy in the 80s that hasn't quite realised in 2020.
What's he tweeted it with? What are you thinking?
Slab.
Fuck it, I can't stop looking at Botham's cock.
Yeah, he was a very sexy man, Beefy.
You've just Googled Botham's cock. Right, I'm just Googling Prince William's cock.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow. Because all my fucking search history is going to be fucking random people's dinkles. How has Prince William's cock made it on the internet?
Because he was having a piss at a polo game. It's very blurred, that picture. Look how he holds it when he's having a piss. He sort of puts his fingers down over it like a gate, doesn't he? Like an inverted V.
That's very similar to Castle used to have a wank technique called the cage. I know that.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Castle. Always, Castle was a big exponent of when he pissed. He said always get your bollocks out because they work like a tripod for your cock.
It was his rod rest. Like he used to put it. I tried that after he fucking mentioned that. Pull your bollocks through your flies as well, and you kind of your dinkle sort of nestles in like on top of your bollocks. But yeah, that's a weird way to hold your dinkle.
Yeah.
I've got nothing for sport at all. I couldn't find anything apart from chess, and I just want to mention again. Obviously, we did touch on it on the last episode about Sports Day and Leo Antonio coming last in the 100 metres. So
I can't believe it. Is that a monthly thing now? Do you mention it every month? Lee's just thinking, oh, we've got 2 hours into the podcast and I ain't mentioned it yet.
Do you want to finish on a game?
Yeah, please, yeah.
I want to play... right, so I want to play a game called Pornhub or Porn Snub.
Right. So how's this work?
Let me explain. Were they into porn? If so, tell me what they were watching.
Right. And
Jeff Capes.
And what's Porn Snub?
They weren't.
They weren't into porn at all.
No. Jeff Capes.
Capes. I mean, in the 80s, you didn't have the plethora of porn that you got nowadays. So are you kind of asking me to, like, were Pornhub available?
There was a bloke at all of their local markets that would do some VHS.
Mercer. God rest his soul. So, Capes is there. He's at the boot sale. Mercer's got his picnic table with all the VHS.
Brilliant.
Jeff Capes, he likes it airy, doesn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, like the area the better. So he's into
some like, Jeff, what do you reckon? And there'd be like all these like smooth muffs, and they'd just be like, what?
Oh, that modern muck. Yeah. He wants something German, doesn't he?
Of course he does.
Yeah. German, airy. It might go a bit right wing.
What's right wing sex?
Just some bird with a swastika, but he don't mind because he's well on the way.
He ain't looking at the ink.
No, that's right.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Capes' Pornhub.
I'd hate to be Jeff Capes' cock. The power.
Can you imagine? Imagine being underneath him. You've got the world's strongest man.
Like, I've seen him bend an iron bar. Imagine, like, being his cock. It's made of flesh and bone.
Yeah.
It's only human.
I don't imagine he's got much of a piece on him. I reckon he's
whittled it away, hasn't he, with that grip?
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon he's got about a 2-inch, which is like basically just solid muscle, and that's it.
And it looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah. Steve Davis. Pornhub or Porn Snub?
Porn Snub. He's got no interest in grot whatsoever because he's just too busy practicing.
Yeah.
He'd rather pop the pink on a snooker table.
Yeah.
He'd rather pop, a long brown on there than watch, like, a large man of ethnic origin ploughing away at some MILF's crack.
Christopher... Jane Torville and Christopher Dean.
Oh.
Torville and Dean.
Torville and Dean. Now, knowing what I know about Torville and Dean, they danced their famous gold medal winning skating dance was to Ravel's Bolero.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine they'd like to see a Spanish matador dressed in a bolero.
Bullying.
Yeah, but in the ring. Some flamenco bird with a dress hitched up over her head.
Fucking hell. Is he watching it or is she watching it? Does she know anything about what's going on here?
No, they're watching it together. He's got a finger up her slot and she's pulling him off.
Sorry, I couldn't catch that last bit. He's got a finger up her slot.
Side by side, he's got a finger up the slot and she's pulling him off.
Fucking hell.
I'd like to welcome our new listener, your daughter.
Oh dear. That's not the text you ever want from your daughter. I was on holiday. I was listening to your podcast.
Stop!
Turn it off. Right, last one. So Jeff Capes, we know, likes a hairy bush. Steve Davis is too busy potting the pink on the table. Torville and Dean, side by side, finger in the slot, pulling him off, watching some matador bullying a flamenco dancer in the ring whilst her dress is hoisted up over her head. Okay, last one. Sebastian Coe.
Pornhub.
Or Porn Snub.
Hub.
Oh, what's he watching?
Self-suck.
Remembering when we were young in the 80s.
You're right there, it's Kunt here. I've just finished editing the podcast, and I meant to say that me and the Cunts are going for Christmas #1 again with this year's song.
Fuck the Tories, fuck the Tories. Fuck the Tories, fuck the Tories. Fuck the Tories, fuck the Tories. 'Cause we've had enough of them fucking us.
And I'll tell you more about it in December's episode. Nice one, thanks for listening.